Government cannot give you the solution to this mass chemical contamination and environmental destruction and human health destruction that's taking place because of biosludge. It's even worse than you might suppose. These institutions are run by people who are all part of really a worldwide effort to try to depopulate the planet. It's openly talked about now in many circles. They believe, these scientists and these high-level globalist bureaucrats, they believe that there are too many humans living on the planet. And they literally want to eliminate 6 billion people, maybe more, depending on who you're talking to. And because they think that the sustainability of the Earth can only be achieved through drastic reductions of population. And there are documentaries out there that are worth watching on this: the population bomb, population explosion. You can go back to the work of course, Ehrlich back in the 1970s, who warned about this. But ask yourself, you are part of that population that's living today. How do you suppose the powers that be might eliminate 6 billion people from the planet? To accomplish that, they either have to achieve mass infertility or mass death. Those are the only two options. And when you look at this practice of the mass poisoning of our soils and our food supply and our environment, you can't help but ask, is this deliberate? Is this a mechanism by which the human population is being exposed to an incredible array of toxins, not just chemical, but biological? Think about it. Every biological weapon system, let's say, that is dropped into the sewer system is then automatically spread by cities to the countryside, all across America. You saw the documentary that the biosludge waste from New York City and New Jersey and other places on the East Coast gets spread all across America. This is the mass chemical poisoning of the American people, and it is deliberate, and there is a cover-up. And every institution that's in power today is working against humanity. And this is a realization that very few people have come to. The government will not save you. Voting Democrat or Republican will not save you. Asking science to solve this problem will not save you, because science is sweeping this under the rug. Going to the medical institutions will not save you. They profit from disease. They profit from cancer and Alzheimer's. They have no incentive to eliminate this chemical exposure. The agriculture giants, they have no interest in solving this problem because it's their poisons that are in the food supply. They are part of the problem. Bayer, Monsanto, you name it. There is no institution. The media won't tell you the truth about this. The environmentalists are too focused on climate change. Even the tech giants, they censor all this information. Facebook, Google, YouTube, and Twitter. They've been censoring my work for years. YouTube completely shut off my video channel earlier this year so that you could not see the videos that I'm producing. Videos that warn humanity about what's coming, about what's happening. YouTube is evil. Google is intensely evil. Facebook is evil. And they will censor anybody who talks about the true story of what's happening with biosludge today. Because they do not support the environment. They do not support independent journalism. They do not support real science. They are controlled censors. They are controlled tyrants. They are authoritarians. And anyone who dares to question the status quo, even if that status quo is engaged in the mass murder of humanity, they will be silenced, censored, shut down, shut off the internet, and viciously attacked on top of that, smeared, slandered, you name it. I've had all that happen to me, which is why I've put out this film for free. It's why I'm encouraging you to post this film to your own YouTube channel. Just give us credit. Link back to BrighteonFilms.com. But post it everywhere. Post snippets from the film. And we're going to do more. In the name of humanity, we're doing more. And we've got films coming up, all science-based films that will absolutely blow your mind. The next one is actually a short film that it'll rock your world. And it'll be censored. But if you go directly to BrighteonFilms.com, you'll be able to see it. In fact, let me give you a few tips how you can stay in touch with my work. Number one, you can read naturalnews.com. We have announcements there. You can join the email list there for daily email newsletters. Cover all this and much more. You can go to brighteonfilms.com and sign up to the email list there, and we'll alert you every time we release a new film. You can also just go to brighteon.com and join that online video community. And right now it's mostly political videos, but soon we're breaking that into segments. You'll have health, environment, survival and prepper videos, plus then politics and news. All that will be there in different segments, so you can choose the segment that you want. Most of all, you've got to wake up, and you've got to help wake up others. You know, there's such division in America today on politics, but it's all a scam. They've got us focused on hating each other for political reasons, or hating each other for race reasons, or, you know, some people hate white people now, and some people hate black people, some people hate Christians. This hatred and division, it prevents us all from working together as a human race to save ourselves from the massive death cult, really, that government and industry has become. This collusion between industry and government, it's a death cult. It's a murderous regime. And if we don't stop them, all of us together as human beings, if we don't stop them, they will destroy our world. They will destroy our ecosystems. They'll destroy the aquatic marine ecosystems. They'll destroy all the fish in the sea. They'll destroy the land, the air, and the water. They'll destroy the food supply, and this is part of their goal. They literally do not want you around. They do not want humans to continue to proliferate. This is their stated goal. So if you want to survive, if you want to have a future for humanity, somehow we the people must really overthrow this entire system of government and industry and corruption. And this is not against free market capitalism. It's against corrupt capitalism, corrupt free markets. Some of you may say, well, free markets are the problem. No, corruption is the problem. Because look at communist China, the worst environmental nation in the world, run by communists. They pollute everything. They are murdering their people with a severity that we can't even imagine in America today. Communism does not equal environmental stewardship, not by a long shot. But neither does a corrupt free market system. We need honest competition. We need a meritocracy, I believe. But we need to hold our governments and our corporations accountable. And so there's room for that on the political left and with conservatives and libertarians as well. Everybody who wants to live should be on the same side here, fighting against the mass pollution, fighting against the government corporate collusion and corruption that now typifies our society. It almost doesn't matter who you vote for anymore, you're still being poisoned. And so the solution cannot come through the ballot box. The solution can only come from we the people rising up and demanding an end to the murderous regimes of globalism that are trying to kill us off and kill off our children and even just erase our fertility. They want the human race to practically come to an end for whatever evil, nefarious reasons they have. They are the enemies of humanity. And they will not stop until they poison every single one of us. Actually, they've already done that. Every time you eat food that's grown in biosludge, you are poisoned. Just living in modern society saturates you with poison. You can eat organic, and that helps, and I advocate that. But even if you eat organic, your body still contains glyphosate. It still contains, hormone drugs. It still contains plasticizer, hormone disruptors, and mimickers. You are being biologically altered by the chemical intoxication of our environment. Something's going to have to change, or the global ecosystem will collapse, and humanity will go down, and we will cause a mass extinction as we're going down. It's well underway. As Dr. David Lewis said in the film, the problems that we're creating today with biosludge will last for centuries, if not millennia. They'll still be able to find the heavy metals in the soil, 1,000,000 years from now, that we spread all across the lands. We've poisoned the land for millennia. The future of humanity, if it even survives this global onslaught, we'll be dealing with the pollution that we're causing now because we, the people in the present, were too foolish to stand up and stop the mass poisoning of our world, of our physical world, our soils, our food supply, our croplands, our forests. If we don't stop it, we don't survive. We don't make it. Now, I don't have children, but perhaps you do. I want your children to be able to survive this. I want your children to prosper. I want humanity to make it. And I'm going to use every effort that I can during the remainder of my life to try to save humanity from this evil agenda of mass poisoning, genocide, and depopulation. I'm going to use Brighteon Films as an outlet for many of these science-based films that are coming out. I've got a multi-million-dollar laboratory facility, CWC Labs, of course, where we're doing much of this research. We've got multiple mass spec instruments working on a triple quad mass spec right now. I appreciate your support. You can support me in what we do and continue to fund these films by visiting my online store where everything that we sell is lab tested to make sure it's clean. It's the cleanest supplements, the cleanest superfoods on the planet. We test everything. And that store is called HealthRangerStore.com. You vote with your dollars. If you want to vote for our work in the name of humanity, just purchase products at HealthRangerStore.com. Lab tested, high nutrient density, ultra clean, ultra potent, 700 different products. Products for your home, green living, dietary supplements, all kinds of amazing solutions there. HealthRangerStore.com. And the more support we get from you there, the more films we can make like this one. And the more we can expand our science lab, the more we can really do the job that needs to be done, the job that the EPA has abandoned, the job the FDA has walked away from, the job the government's supposed to be doing, but they've become a joke. We, the people, have to do this, and I need your help to get it done. So thank you for your support. I'm Mike Adams. We will continue to produce films like this on topics that affect all of us, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your race, your gender, your sexual orientation, your religion, your nationality. I want you to live. I want you to be safe. I love humanity. I have compassion for every living being. And if we work together, perhaps we can stop this mass poisoning of our world. Thank you for watching.
Explore more educational films at BrighteonFilms.com.